Improving efficiency at the doctor's office with a healthcare reform bill. Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Laurel Hess and this is Comcast Newsmakers, joining you on location at the state capitol. Joining me now is Senator Tonya Schuitmaker, a Republican from the 20th District. Thank you so much for joining us.
Great to be here today.
And you have brought with you a rather large stack of papers, one of each of all of the different types of pre-authorization forms that are floating around out there today.
That's right. Every insurance company has their own form when let's say you need a prior authorization from your insurance company for a medication. So this is really causing time and frustration in a doctor's office because the doctor has to fill out these prior authorization forms, and really they're just about a page long each, and they all pretty much say the same thing. And so they're having to go fill out one of these, and so we're just combining all these forms into one form.
And the state of Michigan is actually coming up with this form, or do you have one insurance company who sort of set the benchmark and has the perfect form?
Well, they pretty much all say the same thing, but we are having the insurance commission or work with all the different interest groups and pretty much have one standardized form.
And so what's the benefit of that? If they've been seeing these forms for years and years and they all say the same thing anyway, why does it make a difference to make them look the same?
Well, it makes a sense because in some doctor's office they need 2 or 3 people in order to figure out which form they use, and sometimes they get the wrong form. And so if there's one standardized form, it's first of all going to save on doctors and nurses' times in terms of filling out these forms. It's also going to result, I think, in better patient satisfaction because the process will move much quicker rather than having to figure out which form it is. And so I think overall efficiencies will result of this, and that's better for both doctors and patients.
And hopefully maybe somewhere down the line a cost saving somewhere that might be passed along, correct?
Exactly. Also increased efficiency also does result in a cost savings.
And I would imagine the physicians and the doctors' offices are behind this and certainly in support of it. Insurance companies on board as well?
Yeah, they recognize that every insurance company has pretty much the same information on these forms, and so they really want increased efficiencies as well. Michigan State Medical Society is in favor of it, the doctors groups, the drug manufacturers are in favor of it, and I think patients are in favor of it, so it's a win-win.
How did this become a passion for you? Obviously a topic that most of us would have no idea was an issue.
Well, the best ideas come from doctors and your constituents, and so when they say, we can do this better and have much more efficient way of doing things, they brought the issue to me, and so I picked it up and said, you're right, when you look at this stack of papers and that it could be one form, I think that is just an overall great policy.
It does seem to just make natural sense that it would just happen on its own. So why then does it take legislation and politicians in Lansing to do this? Why wouldn't the doctors, the insurance companies just make it the most efficient for themselves on their own?
That's a good question, and I think sometimes you need a little nudging in terms of just setting a benchmark that this is what it's going to be.
And so where does this stand right now in Lansing? Where is it? Is it in committee? Is it just being introduced?
It's in committee, going to be voted out very soon, and then also hit the Senate floor and also the House floor. So, and then hopefully arrive on the governor's desk.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank
and
you very
again,
much.
hold that up. How many stacks of paper are there? Pieces?
About over 1,000.
Over 1,000. So hopefully it will just be one sometime soon. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Today's Comcast Newsmaker was Senator Tonya Schuitmaker, a Republican from the 20th District.